Hello everyone, welcome back. Today is the 12th day of Inktober and the brief was Shatter. So for this one, I think it can be taken two ways. The Fox Girl is shattering back into the pieces of the universe. And you can take it as her disintegrating and just becoming the universe again and losing herself. Or you can take it as her going back to the bunny girl. Because I'm not certain how I want to play this, if it's the very end of their story or if it's harkening back to prompt 3, which was longing. So prompt 3, the bunny girl's holding her heart in her hand and it's going through her body and she says, "I miss you, come home." And in this one, she's looking up into the sky and she's shattering into pieces and it just says, "I'm coming home." And I'm not 100%, but I might actually have it be that she is re-solidifying. I don't know if that's actually the route I want to go. Basically for this, she's ripping apart. I need to figure out a way for her to re-solidify because I like just thinking about it. I don't think it's feasible for me to have it as her going through this and solidifying into whatever instead of shattering. What you can see here, I've done another wash where I let the blacks bleed, and I like this process. The biggest issue is I don't have a dryer, like a hand dryer, and it's actually causing a large issue for my work when I'm working on it. Sometimes it can take up to an hour for things to dry, especially when I soak more water for a more dispersed effect, or when there's more ink, or when I have to put on multiple layers of things at once. Like, so you put on the masking fluid and that takes a little bit of time to dry, usually about 15 minutes, sometimes 5 depending on how thick you put it on or how much you need. Then you have the wash, which soaks the paper through, and then you have the ink that you put on the wash, and then you wait for it to dry, and then you have to go along with the day. I usually in between I do my editing of my videos, but it's actually gotten to the point where I can edit my videos a little bit quicker and then do my voiceovers and it's still drying. And I'm not sure if it's the paper or if it's the size of the paper, because this is A5 and I'm not sure if it makes it more sodden because it has less place to disperse, but I don't imagine it would. I'll have to do a paper test for paper qualities at another time. Just buy a couple of brands of A5 because A5 is my particular size of choice, and then try it out. Overall, like, not including drying time, this was really quick. It was an hour and a half, and I knew the story I wanted to tell, like, right away. Even the under sketch that I did originally took me, I think, a total of 5 minutes. My friend asked me why I always do undershots, like why I'm torturing myself. And the thing is, I do this shot because it's difficult. Not because it's difficult for everybody, but because it's difficult for me, and I want to get it right. I kind of really want to get different perspectives correct, at least a couple of times through during this Inktober, a little bit more dynamic in shot, instead of having just the front on, side on, 3/4. I want some up shots, some dynamic posing. And yeah, for the most part, I will admit that I'm doing this, the poses a little bit easier, but that's only because I've been doing this on top of my job and then doing the video, editing the video, and I'm currently working on a couple of other projects as well, so my time's a little bit limited. But I think that I'm being as dynamic as I can be, given the time constraints, and the fact that I'm usually doing this at about midnight to 3 a.m. and sometimes 5. It makes my wife really happy, I can promise. Yeah. If you have any questions about the media I'm using, or the brushes, or just any of the techniques I'm using in general, feel free to ask down below. Thank you all for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful day.